So, let's talk about this while I make my girl some coffee. Cause she finna wake up in about the next 20 minutes or so. But anyways, let's get into it. So it says it's not always generational curses. Sometimes it's generational choices. Boy, whoever said that said a mouthful. Because I wholeheartedly agree with this shit. Like, I ain't even bullshit. I agree 1,000%. And this is why. So, for example, right? I got 3 kids, 1 baby mama. Can't even call her baby mama because she's a mother. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a baby mama is like the opposite of a mother. And I don't even know what the fuck a baby mama is because I got a mother. Baby's mother of my kids, basically, right? But basically, for me, right, breaking a generational choice was to choose to be real with my girl. You feel me? By that, I'm saying, okay, I feel like my dad was no different from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my dad was the same type of person I am. Meaning, I feel like my dad wanted more than one woman. But he never told any of these women that's how he felt, right? Now, let me say this. For a long time as a kid, I was on the same verge of what my daddy was on. My daddy got 3 baby mamas. My daddy got my mama, the oldest sister I got, well, she not older than me, but the oldest sister out of my sisters, and then my 2 younger sisters, they got the same mama, right? So he had 2 with the last baby mama. He had 1 with my mama, 1 with my sister, the oldest sister mama, and then 2 with the last one, right? Which, in my opinion, it ain't no opinion, but I feel like it's a fact, but it's in my opinion. In my opinion, that was his bad choices in life that he decided, oh, I'm going to get her pregnant. This ain't going to work out. Guess what? I'm going to go get her pregnant. Oh, it ain't work out. I'm going to go get her pregnant, right? So, for me, I said to myself, well, I refuse to have multiple baby mamas that don't get along or to the point where my kids get disconnected from one another, right? Because my girl made me realize something that I did not realize. But we was at Thanksgiving, or was it Father's Day? It was either Father's Day or Thanksgiving. And my girl was just like, she paid attention to everything. She's very like observant. She was like, "What's up with you and your sisters?" I was like, "What you mean?" She was like, "Y'all just seem so disconnected." She was like y'all don't even like they. She was like, they get along. Like all my sisters, they get along with each other. She was like, they get along. They talk. They have fun and kick shit or whatever. She was like, but it seemed like you ain't like you the odd one out. Like you seem like you ain't a part of them type shit. I was like, bro, I don't even be paying that shit no attention for real. Because I be doing my own thing. And personally, they ain't nothing like me, none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they like me in ways because the ways that they are like me is the same ways they like my daddy in a sense, meaning like we all got some of the same qualities and same intentions and same mindset and shit. But then when it comes to everything else, like as far as like me, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm my own boss. All them got jobs. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to relate to them. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I never had a job a day in my life, but I'm so far from jobs now, meaning like I refuse to get a job. Like I'm going to get money, but I don't want to work for nobody. Like them, on the other hand, they'll work for somebody. So it's like we just disconnected on some shit. But like I said, me personally though, my 3 kids, they all got the same mama and the same daddy. So for me, it's like, okay, I want to start something different with me and my family, meaning, don't get me wrong, I still want my other woman and stuff like that, but I'm going to do this shit a certain way. Meaning, even if I do have another woman that I have kids with, my kids with my girl that I'm with right now, my kids with her and the kids with this other woman, they go get along and they go know that they brothers and sisters. And my wife to be now is gonna be a sister wife to my next wife. You feel me? Like it's a way I'ma do it. If I'ma do it the way I want to do it, I'ma do it in a respectable way. Is basically what I'm saying. Versus me just going out and getting with somebody else, having kids with them, and now it's just a big ass disconnect and a lot of commotion and shit. Whereas if I just be honest with everybody that's involved, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's still gonna be little, issues here and there, because it's two women at the end of the day. Women got emotions and shit. So it's still gonna be issues and emotional situations that's gonna pop up and come about, but it's not gonna be a surprise. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more so like, okay, calculated, meaning, okay, I expected them to get into it at one point or at some point. I expected them to, get into an argument. I expected them to do this. I expected them to do that, versus everything being a surprise. So that's one, like, generational curse, I guess you could say, that I wanted to break. Number two, the interaction with my kids, the amount of time I spend with my kids. Don't get me wrong. My daddy damn sure did the best he could as far as, like, spending time with us. You feel me? I mean, just in his defense, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really, I can assume he didn't really have his daddy around, taking him places and doing shit with him. So he really don't know how to do that. He really didn't know how to do that certain ways. Like, for him, he felt like taking us to out of town, like to Florida or to the south of the border, or just on some type of vacation. He felt like that was good enough. You know what I'm saying? Which, it was great. I had fun, of course. You know what I'm saying? But the stuff that I do with my kids ain't even on that level at all. Like, I haven't taken my kids out of the state, out of the country. I haven't taken them on no vacation. But I do small shit. With my daughter, she about to be 2, right? I take her outside. I run around the yard with her. I kick the ball with her. I throw the ball with her. She got a little basketball hoop. I play a little basketball with her every now and then. Sometimes I get her to read her a book. She got a little Lamborghini toy. Sometimes I go outside while she ride around in her car. You know what I'm saying? We'll go outside, water my plants. You know what I'm saying? I let her play in some dirt. I let her play with her rocks and stuff. Like, it's just the small shit that I do. I take her to go get ice cream. You feel me? To the park, shit like that. The twins ain't old enough yet. They just turned 3 months yesterday. So the twins, I read to them too. They like books getting read to them. They'll actually sit there and listen to you read a book. So I read books to my twins. You know what I'm saying? I walk outside with them, walk around the yard. Can't be both of them at the same time, but one at a time. I take one outside, walk around the yard, come back in, get the other one, walk around the yard. Like, I do stuff with them. You feel me? Not just a vacation and then bring them back to their mama type shit. Like, they literally spend days with me. Like, this past weekend, hell, this past week is the most I ever been able to spend time with my kids, because we had a storm and all this extra shit, so I ain't had class or nothing like that. But yeah, spent astronomical amount of time with them. That's the curse / choice that I wanted to stop or change, because I felt like he could have did little shit like take a nigga to get ice cream, take a nigga to the park, take a nigga to a movie, take a nigga somewhere, versus just a vacation and then send me back to my mama. Like, I didn't spend enough time with him. I feel like I really don't know him like I should, for real, at times. But I do know he loved me, because it's been things that he's done to let me know he loved me. He definitely trusts me, because it done been shit that he done told me that he ain't told other people. So it's just, I know the love there and shit like that, but it could have been a very much, like, a better bond. Like, me and him could be hanging out every weekend type shit. Like, we could be going on trips together. We could be doing a lot of shit together, but it's a disconnect, because me and him ain't all the way there as far as, like, knowing each other very well. You know what I'm saying? Like, he getting better as time goes, but I'm getting older too. I'm learning more about myself too and stuff. But yeah, so I agree. It's like, sometimes it's not generational curses. It's just choices that we make. So, if it's things that you notice about your family, your parents, or just anybody that you feel like you ain't never liked it or whatever, and you want to change it, it's up to you to change it. For me, like I said, I'm tired of seeing broken homes or homes with no dads. Like I said, even if I do have another woman come around in the picture, these first set of kids that I got, these first 3 kids and my first wife, they gonna still get the same thing from me. Nobody will lack anything. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I went on a little longer than I wanted to, but sometimes shit get like that. You feel me?